The once beloved Prince Harry, who captured the hearts of millions as the People's Prince, now finds himself embroiled in a storm of accusations, with former royal staff and ex-servicemen openly condemning him for alleged mistreatment of workers at Buckingham Palace. The accusations, which have sparked outrage across the UK, are further fueled by claims that Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, played a central role in creating a toxic environment for palace employees. For many, this controversy cements a growing belief: the Sussexes' exit from royal duties was not just a quest for freedom but a calculated move to escape accountability. The backlash against Prince Harry and Meghan Markle stems from a series of testimonies by ex-palace staff, who have painted a damning portrait of their time working under the Sussexes. Reports suggest that Harry, once a proud advocate for mental health and veterans' rights, turned a blind eye to the alleged mistreatment of his own employees. These accusations were amplified when a group of ex-servicemen, who had previously admired Harry for his work with the Invictus Games, voiced their disappointment, claiming his behavior was unbecoming of a prince who once stood for honor and respect. The ex-servicemen, many of whom worked closely with Harry during his military career and subsequent royal engagements, have accused him of hypocrisy. How can someone preach about respect and kindness while allowing staff to be treated so poorly? One veteran was quoted as saying. This sentiment has been echoed by palace insiders, who have alleged that Meghan Markle's diva-like behavior contributed to a toxic workplace culture, with employees reportedly reduced to tears and subjected to unreasonable demands. Critics have not held back in pointing fingers at Meghan Markle, accusing her of being the driving force behind the alleged mistreatment of palace staff. Several former employees have come forward with claims that the Duchess of Sussex was manipulative and demanding, often setting impossible standards and berating staff when they failed to meet her expectations. These allegations were first brought to light in 2021, when a formal complaint was reportedly filed by a senior palace aide accusing Meghan of bullying. According to sources, the complaint detailed instances of verbal abuse and emotional manipulation, with Meghan allegedly telling one staff member that their efforts were not good enough and suggesting they would never succeed in their role. While Meghan's team has consistently denied these claims, calling them a calculated smear campaign, the sheer number of testimonies from former employees has led many to question her sincerity. Adding fuel to the fire is the claim that Harry often sided with Meghan, allegedly ignoring the concerns raised by staff. He seemed completely under her spell, one insider revealed, suggesting that Harry's loyalty to his wife came at the expense of his duty to the monarchy and its employees. For many royal watchers, this dynamic has raised uncomfortable questions about the Sussexes' true motivations and whether their public advocacy for compassion is merely a facade. The involvement of ex-servicemen in this controversy has added a new layer of gravity to the allegations. Many of these veterans had previously looked up to Prince Harry as a role model, praising his military service and his dedication to the Invictus Games, a sporting event for wounded and injured servicemen and women. However, their admiration has turned to anger as details of his alleged mistreatment of palace staff have come to light. One veteran, who wished to remain anonymous, described feeling betrayed by Harry's actions. "He was one of us," the veteran said. "He knew what it meant to serve, to lead by example. But the way he has treated people who work tirelessly for him is disgraceful." Another ex-serviceman accused Harry of losing touch with the values he once held dear, saying, "The man who once fought alongside us for respect and equality now stands accused of enabling the very behavior he used to condemn." These sentiments have resonated with many members of the public, who have taken to social media to voice their disappointment in the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. For some, the controversy has reinforced the perception that Harry and Meghan are out of touch with the realities faced by ordinary people, despite their claims of fighting for social justice. The Sussexes' decision to step back from royal duties, dubbed Megxit by the media, was initially framed as a bid for independence and privacy. However, recent allegations have cast doubt on this narrative, with critics suggesting that the couple's departure was motivated by a desire to escape scrutiny. The palace staff's accusations of mistreatment and bullying have only added to this speculation, prompting questions about the true nature of the couple's departure. Former royal aides have described a culture of fear and intimidation within the Sussexes' household, with staff reportedly feeling powerless to speak out against their treatment. "It was a nightmare," one former employee said. "You were constantly walking on eggshells, never knowing when you might be the next target of Meghan's wrath." These accounts have led some to argue that the Sussexes' decision to leave the UK was less about escaping the media and more about avoiding accountability for their actions. While Meghan Markle has often portrayed herself as a champion of equality and empowerment, the allegations of bullying and mistreatment have severely damaged her public image. Critics have accused her of hypocrisy, pointing out the stark contrast between her public persona and the accounts of those who worked for her behind closed doors. One former staff member described Meghan as two-faced, claiming that she would often put on a friendly and approachable facade in public while behaving very differently in private. "She could be charming when she wanted to be," the staffer said. "But when the cameras were off, it was a different story. She was demanding, condescending, and quick to anger." These allegations have sparked a heated debate about Meghan's role within the royal family, with some arguing that her behavior reflects a broader problem of entitlement and privilege. Others have defended her, suggesting that she has been unfairly targeted due to her race and nationality. However, the sheer volume of accusations has made it difficult for even her most ardent supporters to dismiss the claims outright. Throughout the controversy, Prince Harry has remained largely silent, refusing to address the allegations of staff mistreatment directly. This silence has been interpreted by many as an admission of guilt, leading to further criticism from both ex-servicemen and members of the public. If he truly believes in accountability and transparency, he should come forward and address these claims, one critic argued. His silence only makes it seem like he has something to hide. Harry's refusal to speak out has also raised questions about his relationship with Meghan and whether he is willing to hold her accountable for her actions. For some, his silence is a sign of weakness, suggesting that he is unwilling or unable to stand up to his wife. Others have speculated that he may be afraid of further damaging their already fragile public image. The royal family has remained tight-lipped about the allegations against Harry and Meghan, choosing to focus on their own engagements and responsibilities. However, insiders have suggested that the accusations have caused significant tension behind the scenes, with some members of the family reportedly feeling vindicated by the public backlash against the Sussexes. "The Queen always believed in leading by example," one source said. "She would never have tolerated the kind of behavior that Harry and Meghan have been accused of." This sentiment has been echoed by other senior royals, who have reportedly expressed frustration at the damage the Sussexes have done to the monarchy's reputation. The allegations of staff mistreatment have marked a turning point in the public's perception of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Once celebrated for their charisma and commitment to social causes, the Sussexes now find themselves at the center of a growing backlash, with critics accusing them of hypocrisy, entitlement, and a lack of accountability. For many, the controversy serves as a sobering reminder that even those who claim to fight for equality and compassion are not immune to criticism. As the fallout from these allegations continues to unfold, one thing is clear: the public's trust in Harry and Meghan has been deeply shaken, and their journey to rebuild their reputation will be anything but easy.